Your job for tonight, this is your only job and it will be due tomorrow at midnight, is you're gonna post a discussion thread with your 3 or up to 5 original 6-word stories.
You know, we went down this path for a totally different reason. Nobody was thinking a pandemic was coming our way, but thank goodness we are. We feel very fortunate, that's for sure.
We tried to have a dual camera, so even if we were reading from the screen and pointing at the screen, and that's what was recording, they still get the webcam on us so they can physically see us. We've sent a lot of videos out to parents so they can see us saying, we know that everybody's nervous, we know that this can seem scary, but reassuring them that the students know what to do. And also by scheduling out ahead of time, that gives us the time right now that as they're sending us questions, as they're sending us videos, or as they're trying to respond to us, we have the time to respond back to all of them. So that makes it a little better that way too, that we schedule out our lessons so that we can be present at the moment as they're doing their work. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anything is better than face-to-face. However, yeah, this is not just making it work or sending out packets or praying and hoping they'll continue their education. We really feel like we are delivering our best material even though it's digitally.
We want them to be still physically active. We want them to be outside. So it was built into their schedules to have recess.
And we showed the parents how to take the blue light off their iPads since we know that there's going to be more screen time with this digital thing. So we tried hard to show things that could make this a little easier process. And we also wanted to keep things as familiar as possible for the students. So keeping that same schedule, letting them know that, yep, after reading, you're going to have writing.
We have things like security to make sure our students are logging in where they aren't. If they're not in the classroom, if they're not doing what they're supposed to, we can actually shut down their laptop and tell them, you will be on this site. So we put the infrastructure in place to make sure we can do this. And last year we had the winter unlike no other, and got to launch this a couple times, and truly our parents loved it because they didn't have to come out in the snow and the dangers of that. Our students initially loved it, and then they actually kind of came back and said it's actually harder on virtual days than it is during the school day because we were giving so much work and there was such a high rigor. So fast forward about 370 days, this whole COVID-19 comes up, and we start thinking, why couldn't we do this for a longer duration?
The biggest challenge is, realizing that you still don't have the actual face-to-face interaction, but the great use of technology and getting really creative and learning it's getting closer to it's almost like they're here. And the students don't stop the learning. Imagine if we weren't able to do this year. We'd have 3 weeks for sure, if not more, where the students would lose information and not be able to retain it.
Eventually, they will start to miss the face-to-face. I had one already, like, I miss you. I was like, I miss you too. I'm so glad you're here. But I feel like for now, they're okay.